Welcome everybody to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. We had just completed our second day at the Yamaku University, or school, whatever it's called, and we met two new people, the two in the middle actually of the six girls there in the lower right. I think it was Lily and Hanako. So hopefully maybe the third day we'll meet the last two girls on the left. So we'll see what happens. So let's load this up. There we go. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. A lot happened. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I've decided to join the student council, even if it's for just one day. I wouldn't put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do, so this situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. Wow, what is it with groups? Every single day we're breaking into groups. I turn my head and see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Default group. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal parts cute and menacing. I'm telling you, supervillains. This is a smile that says, "We have you now. There's no escape." Hee-chan, looks like we're together again. Yay, yay. Whoa. Back up there, girls. Back up. Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Do it! Do it! Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly. What's wrong, Hee-chan? Oh, Hee-chan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining the student council, didn't you? It's okay, Hee-chan. We were talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Right. I'm so happy you two are able to have a laugh at my expense, and even more pleased to know that you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. What are we gonna do about this, people? When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only two problems. I almost want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it looks like the workload doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant, so she approaches everything with the same level of ambition. While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the room. We're slacking, that's what we're doing, and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking back to how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there. Huh? Who, Hee-chan? Her, Hanako, over there. Does she always work alone? I think so, Hee-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something. No, I don't think that would be a good idea, Hee-chan. Why not? Hee-chan wouldn't get along with her. Why? Yeah, that's why I want. Why would Hee-chan of all people not get along with Hanako? She is the class rep after all, so she should be friendly to everybody in class. And president of the student council, too, I think. Yeah, but she's two positions, I think. Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. So not super villain evil laugh? It's nervous, but still has that lilting up and down quality present in everything she says. Just because, Hee-chan. By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation, and it makes me realize again how Misha has been signing everything she has been saying this whole time. I can have a private conversation with her no matter where I go. What, Hee-chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh. I'm not going to say that. You said it anyway. I know, Hee-chan. It's fine if you overhear. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand a thing Shizune is saying, and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time, so there's never a conversation Shizune will be left out of? Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Hee-chan. We finished with time to spare, and I decided to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly the food so far has been subpar. This is true of every cafeteria practically in the world I've ever been to. It seems like they have some sort of union going on throughout the world, and they all just share the same type of food, and so they cook it exactly the same way. They get it from the same vendors. I don't know what it is, but it seems like all cafeterias, the food tastes exactly the same no matter where you go. It's like a conspiracy. It is. I'm like going to turn into Kenji in a moment. You watch. Just minus the feminist thing. We finish. Oh yeah. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing among themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. And what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks, the ones with actual boxed lunches mixed in, and chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels that I'm the only one who can see her, almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. To think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I've started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. What to do? Wait for Shizune and Misha to come to a sit. No, not doing that. I guess I could go and read my book and ignore her and let her do what she wants, but I'm actually interested to see what's going on with her, so I'm gonna go talk. She'll probably be like, I gotta go do something! And just like run off. I still feel bad for making her run away yesterday, so I'd better say something. Hey there, Hanako. Oh gosh, they're just about to do it again. Hisao? Well, at least she remembers my name. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. Don't run! I'll catch you this time. I didn't mean to startle you or anything. I'm just new here and I thought I should get to know my classmates. As Hanako looks up at me, I notice her scarring once more. It's a little bewildering that you can barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up. That's okay. It was my fault. Nah, that wasn't anyone's fault. It just kind of happened. So are you waiting for someone? I saw you looking at the door before. Yes, Lily. Oh, you mean Lily, the blind girl? Hanako only nods in response, and I can't help but wonder if defining people through their disabilities is a foul pass of the worst kind or just normal here. That's the second time he's used that. I guess that explains why Lily took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends? Yes. She stutters a lot. As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks over her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. I hope I'm not disturbing you right now. No, that's not it. It's just easier if Lily doesn't come here. Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom? Not really. Hanako's gaze drifts past my shoulder and towards Shizune. Shizune? Hanako nods again. What about her? Don't they get along? Hanako shakes her head. Clearly this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It does make a strange sort of sense. Shizune and Lily not getting along so well. Communication between the two would be all but impossible. Yeah, blind couldn't see the signs, and the deaf can't hear what she's... Yeah, it'd be impossible, practically. It's hard enough talking to Shizune through Misha, even when you can see those whose hands are talking. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I am the first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Upon seeing Lily, she moves quickly to the door. Lily. Ah, Hanako, good morning. Is the president here? Yes. Hanako glances over her shoulder at Shizune again, as if to confirm she can't hear them, even though that's impossible. I suppose we'd best be off, then. Lily's sigh and tone of what seems like frustration makes me raise an eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of enmity between the two. It's intriguing, but that's not really something I'd ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, that they would tell me. It's only my third day here. I should be trying to make friends, not finding out why people are enemies. This is good advice. Just stay out of it until you know these people a lot better. So, still, it's a little funny to find out that this school has little feuds, just like my old high school. Even if people are more tolerant of others, they're still going to get on each other's nerves. Hey, Lily, how are things? I'm sorry I made you run off yesterday. Oh my, is that Hisao? I didn't realize you were here. Well, you did mention that we were part of Class 3-3 yesterday, because I was with Shizune, so it would be no surprise that I would be in this classroom. Well, she forgot already. It seems that Lily is a little embarrassed of being so frank in front of me. Sorry, Lily, I thought you realized. No, it's all right, Hanako. Hisao, please don't worry about yesterday. It was just a misunderstanding. Not really sure how that is, but okay. If you say so, I'm still working this place out. Well then, I think you'll find most people here a lot more forgiving than elsewhere. If you're feeling a little confused, please don't be afraid to ask questions. Sure, I'll remember that. Lily? Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement. I'm sorry, Hisao, but we must be off. Hanako really doesn't look all that comfortable here right now, and Lily still seems a little embarrassed. I wonder if my apologies really made any impact. Mind if I accompany you two? I know I'm kind of pushing it, but Lily, quietly, still smiling. I'm sure that we could accommodate you, can't we, Hanako? She looks at Lily, then at me, and then she freezes wide-eyed. What? Sure. Crap! Wanted you all to myself! Well then, shall we go? I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped now. Declining after the deal is sealed would only cause confusion and problems. So we leave, all three together. Lily walks beside the wall, letting her cane gently tap against it every now and then. Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she's practically half-hugging her as they go. Don't leave me with this strange man. I don't know who he is. Although it must make her walking that much harder, Lily takes it in stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrieks a little and my vision briefly goes black. Ouch! Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. This is another new girl. Oh, wow. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and has now fallen down into the hallway floor. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during lunch break. More striking than that, though, is that she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they are not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs ends in the shins and feet made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost made me forget that my chest is hurting. The girl winces a little, rubs her nose, and jumps up. Aw, man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going, and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry. She's looking really apologetic, in the hurt puppy kind of way, looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. Where did that come from? That was an interesting detail, all of a sudden, as the plot demanded it. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ugh. I say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself. Don't forget your medication. And most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I try to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. Am I gonna die? Did I do something wrong? It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. Oh, her voice is supposed to be high-pitched? Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna... I stared at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized I probably looked worse off than I really was, doubled over myself and looking all tense. Dang, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me, big time. But it's nothing more than that. You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay. I said I was fine and nothing's broken, so no harm done. That's good. I was Hey, Sal, what happened? Wow, where have you been? Would you all just kind of just walk ahead and not even realize I got knocked practically to the ground by this girl? They were probably rounding the bend of the hallway before they realized, I don't know where Hisao is. Hanako, have you seen him? Nah, I don't know, let's just go to lunch. Forget that guy. She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons, but she sounds very worried, more than what the situation deserves, really. Someone just bumped into me, nothing serious, just winded. Sorry, it's my fault. I was just going to get some stuff and I was in kind of a hurry. That someone here is Imi, isn't it? Imi? 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 The little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic or metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything. Hi, Lily, Hanako. I guess the girls know each other. It's like everybody knows each other in this school. Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure these sorts of accidents, but there are people who aren't. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I found myself smiling. Oh, just pinch your cheeks. I know that. I was just... I gotta go. Teacher will have my head. I promised to help him with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I gotta change and everything. Before any of us can say a thing, Imi has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen often around here? There are more rules in Yamaku than usual for running in corridors. But that rarely stops Imi, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight, composed smile. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off, then? Lily heads off along the hallway. Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two use for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily busies herself with her thermos and tea bags as Hanako is setting out both their lunch boxes. So is this what you meant by coming here almost every day? Yes. Hanako and I usually have lunch here, and it suits both of us, so we ended up using this room regularly. After seeing Hanako's reactions to me over the past couple days, I can understand why that is a boon. That, and Lily being able to get some quiet away from her class as well. I take my seat last, after Lily's poured the tea for us and sits down. Wow, Hanako does not look comfortable at all. The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil to Misha and Shizune. Okay, Misha and Shizune are like the supervillains of the school, and Hanako and Lily are like the silent protectors of Yamaku. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met. So how are you faring in Yamaku, Hisao? You seemed a bit flustered before. Apart from getting lost every now and then and being crash-tackled outside my classroom? Fine, I guess. You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think that they're buying it. But in what I assume is their way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter. I guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask. Even if people's conditions are obvious like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved. Everyone has things that they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. So, how long have you been in this school? You both seem to know your way around pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but only moved into the dormitories a year ago. Hanako joined at the start of high school as well, and moved to the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right. When she did? Who did? Wait, who's she referring? Anyway, whatever, I'm not gonna even understand it. That's right, since high school. So you've known each other since then? Since I moved, yes. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right? Right. So they're neighbors. Okay, so they're really close as friends. Or at least very close acquaintances. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them, though I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in it as well. I can't imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has to deliberately avoid looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch.